Hi, I've got a question for you. Are you a perfectionist? And if you are, and I can relate because I've been a perfectionist too, is your perfectionism getting in the way of your self-care? It's not a connection a lot of us make, and yet overproduction, needing to strive and do more and more and more in this futile quest to feel like you're enough or you're doing enough, that is, believe it or not, one of the reasons we don't have better self-care. A lot of us are so busy beating ourselves over the head with an emotional stick that we can't really appreciate what we've accomplished, nor do we ever feel ready to move into a place of relaxation. It seems hard to give ourselves a little time off. Can you relate to this? You might be a perfectionist if you were always striving as a child. This is something I write about in my book, The Extremely Busy Woman's Guide to Self-Care. I've got a chapter in there, chapter 15, as a matter of fact. It's called To Hell with Perfectionism. Here's a little tidbit. No one in my childhood ever said to me, "Go ahead and be mediocre, honey, that's just fine." Instead, I was expected to be a star, and it was up to me to figure out how to do it. Perfectionists take note. Somehow, somewhere in our pasts, our little survivor selves believed we must overachieve to get our most basic needs met. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about. If you are a perfectionist, you have a hard time giving yourself a break. And if you can't give yourself a break, if your attention is always focused on the outside world and what they will think of what you're creating and whether it will be good enough, you got a lot of anxiety and your focus is on them and not you. When your focus returns to you, that's when real emotional self-care happens. And I am here to be your advocate in that very thing. You can learn a lot more about perfectionism and how to get over it in my book, The Extremely Busy Woman's Guide to Self-Care. Thank you for listening. And today, may you know you are enough. If you'd like to keep getting these updates from me, please sign up to be one of my subscribers on YouTube. Just hit the button and you'll know the very next time I drop another video. See you then.